Okay, how we doing everyone? It's me, Waifu Belector, and the Mortal Kombat 1 pre-order beta is now underway. And so, of course, here I am to do a little bit of talking about it, and more so give my general first impressions on the gameplay of Mortal Kombat 1. And I really don't want to be here all day jabbering your ear off, so I'll just make this fairly short. Plus, what I think there is to be said is not all that much, or at the very least, not all that complex. Still, no promises about the length of this video. Anyway, if you end up enjoying the vid, drop a like and please consider subscribing, but for now, let's get into it. So the MK1 beta has 6 playable characters: Sub-Zero, Kenshi, Kitana, Liu Kang, Li Mei, and Johnny Cage, as well as 4 cameo characters, those being Frost, Sonya, Kano, and Jax. However, before we go into individual character performance, let's talk about some general aspects of the game. I played the beta for about 6 hours as of this recording, and I played with every character. And if you're like me, when you play this game, the very first thing you may notice are the jumps. The feel of jumping in this game is very floaty, quick to go up and slow to come down, and this new feather-like jumping certainly takes a little bit of getting used to, but of course it makes sense that it's been implemented into this game, seeing as how Mortal Kombat 1 features air combos. But with the new lighter balloon jump, you'll definitely have to make adjustments when it comes to timing your jump ins, timing that classic Mortal Kombat air kick, because if you approach this with old jumping sensibilities, it's really easy to get walked under or anti-aired. But like I said, the new jump was the first thing that caught my attention. As I continued to play, I was surprised to find just how much like MK11 this game is. And this might sound obvious considering the franchise, but this really is the sequel to MK11. Let me explain exactly what I mean. From the looks of the gameplay without playing the game, it seemed like we might be getting that MKX, MK9 style long comboing again. But I'm here to tell you that isn't the case. The comboing and available tools per character are still very MK11 adjacent structurally. That is to say, they are fundamentally less and more limited. However, MK1 truly is MK12 and has simply added on to the bones of what was the existing MK11 move list structure and such. Now, air comboing, while an addition and a cool one, it doesn't really make the combo potential feel more plentiful than in MK11. Not in startup approach or length anyway. It's more so like a portion of your existing comboing now happens in the air rather than on the ground. And what it does add is options of how you use your existing time once you're in a combo, rather than changing how you start the combo or the average length of combos. Where the combos do get extended just a tad is with the addition of cameo characters, although there's not a ton of extension available with the 4 cameos that we have to try in this beta. It's really only Frost and Sonya with extensions, and Sonya's is a bit too slow to really be all that viable, which is why literally everyone is using Frost as a cameo currently. I'm sure the full game will have a lot more and a lot better and more diverse cameo options. We've actually seen a lot of them in the lead up to release, but for now, the cameos are still good for utility, extra damage, and combo enders. So because of all of this, because of the way this game feels, I think it's clear that NetherRealm didn't believe shrinking the combos in MK11 was a bad move, but that doesn't mean they didn't see room for improvement. They've removed things like the defensive meter bar that you'd use for advancing guard or whatever they called it in MK11, as well as the advancing guard itself and the universal wake up attack. So MK1 is back to basics, so to speak, and has returned to the less defensively dense state that Mortal Kombat existed in before MK11. So feel how you want to about that. I'm pretty indifferent about it one way or the other. Another thing MK1 has pulled from before MK11 is pretty much every enhanced attack having armor on it. In MK11, armored attacks were very few and far between between, but in the past and in Mortal Kombat 1, damn near every enhanceable move gains armor and allows you to tank one attack. Interestingly enough, they've kinda done a strange thing with armor when it comes to fatal blows. So fatal blows are still here and are still a comeback mechanic tied to your health bar rather than tied to your super meter like X-rays. But every fatal blow in this game does not have armor, only some of them. And I think that's a weird choice. Sure, it does make you have to know your character or know who you're up against a tad bit more, but it's just strange that certain characters like Li Mei and Sub-Zero, who have armor on their fatal blows, are going to be able to land theirs outside of combos a hell of a lot easier. When I played Kenshi and Liu Kang, I would often just be punched out of my fatal blow if I tried to use it outside of a combo. Yeah, it's a very weird decision for some to have armor and some to not. It's just strange. So weird. I can't help but wonder if that's just a bug or if they intended for that to happen. It's that weird. But yeah, I'm glad armor is back on enhanced attacks. Not really happy about the fatal blow thing. Whatever. All in all, if you didn't like MK11, I can see you being turned off early by the feel of MK1 because it is very much in line with MK11, but it's possible that the new additions and revisions to the MK11 framework can make you feel like MK1 is what you thought MK11 should have been the entire time. As for me, I was never in the camp that stood against MK11, but that doesn't mean I didn't want anything about it to be different, so I'm happy with some of these changes that MK1 has. Now, I'm not going to talk about every single character individually here because just no, but I'll jump around and give you my quick impressions on everybody before I get out of here. Let's start with Sub-Zero since he's the most popular character in the beta. Sub is really good as you might expect him to be, but doesn't feel fundamentally unfuckwittable like he was in MKX. Sub, along with Li Mei, are good, well-rounded characters who are fun to use, and I'd say I had a better time using Li Mei. She's actually really fucking fun. She was surprisingly fun to play, and she has one of those lovely simpleton move lists that's just easy as hell to remember. Now, above those two, I think are the shining stars of the beta, Kenshi and Johnny Cage. Let's start with Kenshi. Kenshi is ridiculously fun, and there's so much cool shit that you can do with him. I was not interested in Kenshi at all beforehand, but when I played him, I just couldn't stop. He's got everything, every option. Zoning, close combat, enders, launchers, and an absolute metric shit ton of variety. However, he is a stance character, so that stands in the way of his ease of access. So while he's amazing and has just about every tool you could want, for players unwilling to put in the time, it can be tough to remember and execute it all in a real fight. Now, on the opposite end of ease of access is Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage, along with Kenshi, is god level in this beta, and probably in the full game too. First, let's ask a question. What makes a good character? The answer is useful character abilities and tools paired with an ease to implement them. Well, Johnny Cage has so much good shit that can be done very easily. He has overhead pop-ups and more launchers than you could shake a stick at. He has 2 different 50-50 combos where you can choose to end them with an overhead or a low, so your opponent just has to guess. Just mix-ups on top of mix-ups. And advanced tools like his side swap parry and his hype meter, which allows him to cancel out of regular specials. I'll say it again, he's fucking god tier. And when the full game comes out, if I'm having a hard time finding a character that I'm clicking with, I'm going straight back to Johnny. I've never been a Johnny player, but this feels like his fucking game. But yeah, anyway, Liu Kang, nothing too special going on there with Liu Kang. You know, he was kind of mid, he was kind of boring, and Katana was largely what you'd expect from Katana. Not too fun, and a toolkit that's more trouble than it's worth. So yeah, that's the roster. And those are my thoughts on all of this MK1 beta stuff. If I'm honest, I've had my fill of it. I don't want to play it anymore. I just want the full game. I want the story mode, I want all the fucking towers, and I want that delicious practice mode. Because if you don't know, when it comes to MK, I'm a fucking lab kid. I'm a straight up Nintendo no labo. I'm gonna spend so many fucking hours in that goddamn practice mode and just smashing towers with each and every character over hundreds of hours until I know the game inside and out. That's my shit. That's how I play these games, and I can't wait. But alright, that's all. I'm done. Tell me what you guys think. How are you feeling about MK1? Whether you're playing the beta or not, let me know how you're feeling. But until next time, I am Waifu Belector. I am just a normal guy. I like hentai, and I guess I like Johnny Cage. Goodbye.